So what some of you may be thinking now is this is great to do if you're young, but what about those of us who have already experienced pain, or those of us over 50? Is it too late for us? Absolutely not. As a matter of fact, I want to congratulate you on getting in here now. But the first thing I recommend is you must follow through with the recommendation of care that you're given. Now the reason I mention following through is you've already lived with the mentality long enough that you don't take care of your spine and joints unless you're in pain. So once you get out of pain, you're going to think that you can just drop out. But if you drop out, you will never change that mobility graph that we just looked at. In order to change it, you must follow through with all 3 stages of care. Always remember that pain is the last to show, but it's the first thing to go. So let's take a look at the stages of care. The first stage is the pain relief stage. The cause of your pain is called a subluxation. It's the misalignment of the vertebrae causing nerve interference, or as we call it today, pinching of the nerve. So an example, if you have a garden hose and you turn the water on and there's a kink in it, it stops the flow of water. The kink in that hose we could reference to a subluxation. And that's exactly what's happened to your spine. Your vertebrae is pinching that nerve and it's stopping the flow of messages throughout your body, which can cause a lot of disease in your back and lead to a lot of physical ailments that you would never relate to back pain. So how do we correct this interference? We correct it through a series of adjustments. The series of adjustments, it's going to put your spine in the correct alignment, which is going to stop the nerve interference and stop your pain. So you say, great, I get a series of alignments, my nerves are restored, my spine is back in the correct alignment, and I'm out of pain. So why should I continue to come back? Well, it's important to emphasize that this is only your first stage of care. In order to change the mobility graph, we must continue on to stage 2. Stage 2 is the stabilization stage. This is why you should keep coming back. Your spine has been out of alignment for so long that this is what your body has accepted as being correct. So if we don't retrain your spine and we don't retrain the muscles, your body will automatically pull it right back into the misalignment. But this takes time. But why does it take so much time? Well, for example, we can't go to the gym and work out one time and experience bigger muscles. And did the orthodontist straighten your teeth on the first visit? No. It took time. You had to wear braces and you had to go back for adjustments. And then after your braces were removed, you still had to wear a retainer. Just how we take preventive care to take care of our teeth, we must take preventive care to take care of our spine as well. So after this stage, you're going to be moved to stage 3, which is maintenance. And this is the stage I get most excited about. This is the stage where we've enabled you to be able to change that mobility scale for your own life. And the good thing about this stage is it's very simple and affordable, but it is very essential when it comes to changing your mobility graph. So, this is what everybody wants, isn't it? And I know I hear some of you already thinking it out loud. You say, I knew it. I've heard chiropractors want you to come back for the rest of your life. Well, you may have heard that, but you may be right. But before you're quick to judge, let me ask you a few questions. Have you ever went to the dentist and they said, oh, your teeth are perfect, they're straight, so don't worry about coming back until they all fall out. Then you should. No, absolutely not. They would not say that because it would be a malpractice thing. And do you remember when you had your eyes first checked in the 3rd grade? Did they tell you, oh, your vision's 20/20, that's fabulous. You should never have to worry about getting your eyes checked again. That is, unless, of course, you lose your sight altogether. Then you might want to come back. Well, I think it's time for all of us to be honest. There's no doctor out there that has or should tell you that. It would be a malpractice thing. They all push you to do the correct thing, which is preventive care. Now, don't get me wrong. We don't want you to come in more times than you have to. Our adjustments rooms are full as it is. But our purpose of giving you this information is so we can give you the chance to change your mobility for yours and your family's life. We can't remove your wrinkles, and we can't make your teeth whiter. But we can enable you to move and live and play and stay young for the first 100 years. Now, right about now, you might be thinking, I do care about my health, but I also care about the health of my friends and family. We've been going through a lot of information that a lot of them have probably never heard of. Can this scale be changed for them too? The answer is absolutely. And I want you to know, it's never too soon to start. I don't think many of you have ever even thought about this, but a newborn baby has already experienced so much trauma to their spine and their neck just in the birth process. And the good news is with a little bit of preventive care, we can eliminate much of their pain management in later years. So you and your family needs to come in and be evaluated for a simple, easy, and healthy plan toward preventing a life of immobility. This is one of the greatest investments you can make for years and their retirement years. You have to be able to move. And to illustrate how sincere we are about this preventive care, we are offering this to you for a small fee of $40, which includes your doctor's consultation, your exam, x-rays if needed, and the report of findings. And this $40, it's not going to us. It's going to Make-A-Wish Foundation for a little girl named Sherianna because she wants to go to Disneyland. So, thank you all for coming, and have a great day.